CBC Evening News with Suhana Marchand.
Most people would rather go home than hang around the office, but here's a story of a man paid to hang around and hang and hang. Steve Irwin joins us live. And Steve, I think this is where we insert the Spider-Man song.
Indeed. I mean, this is a fellow who has to make a real leap of faith every day when he shows up at the office. But he's not only a daredevil and an entrepreneur, he's a man who uses his skill to really help people in some serious danger.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth.
Right over here, Spider-Man! This is dangerous. Do not try this at home.
Ivan is from Eiger and also the founder of the High Altitude Rescue Team, and Spider-Man. He's known as Spider-Man. Spider-Man.
Ivan and his team are the top high-rise rescue technicians in the country.
Ivan Kristoff is a building inspector of sorts. Like many Torontonians, he works in a skyscraper. Well, not exactly in a skyscraper. Kristoff is a one-of-a-kind troubleshooter.
Okay, you have a problem there.
Finds problems in buildings, records them, and tells the owner how to fix them before it's too late or too expensive.
Under the ceiling, all the way down to the floor building.
Going where few but the occasional CBC cameraman dare to go, Kristoff uses high-tech video cameras, computers, and digital communication systems to do in an hour what would take a team of 7 engineers a week. Not bad for a guy who didn't speak a word of English 5 years ago when he came to Canada, incorporating a few of his skills, like mountain climbing, paratrooping, and engineering. He also speaks 5 languages. When he's not hung up at the office, Kristoff is coordinating the first urban high-rise rescue team in North America. Suhana, I think you might want to try that one night at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, right. Tell me about this urban high-rise rescue team.
Well, he has a plan to coordinate rescuers across, and people like himself across North America, for people get in trouble, like, for example, the Oklahoma bombing. People stuck on high floors where fire department and police can't get at them. He says, we know the routes, we know the ropes, literally.
A former member of the Bulgarian military is trying to assemble a team of rescuers in Toronto. Rescuers who would help people in very specific danger. Dangers that involve high-altitude rescues from buildings or stuck in elevator shafts.
Greg was with self-styled Spider-Man Ivan Kristoff. The former paratrooper from Bulgaria has been working with the Ministry of Labor on guidelines for high-rise rescue. The ministry has approved Kristoff's plan to drill anchors into the sides of high-rises. He says anchors prevent what's called a swing stage, meaning a platform, from being swept off the building. He's an acknowledged expert now in the safe use of ropes for rescue.
There's a fire and your ropes will burn. At least you have a better chance using this anchor than it.
Next week, Kristoff meets with a group of mechanical engineers, all of whom are part of a Labor Ministry task force to finish the standardization of high-rise anchor placements.
A high-rise rescue operation was introduced in Toronto this morning. The service is intended to assist area fire departments in cases of emergency.
The Canadian Rescue Emergency Service Team held its first high-angle rescue demonstration in Scarborough today. Ivan Kristoff invited the media to view his rope access techniques 100 meters above the ground while he drilled safety anchor holes in the walls of his condo. He wants to establish a team of high-rise rescue volunteers to assist area fire departments. Undaunted, Kristoff says there is a need for such a rescue team, pointing to the fatal accident on the Skyway Bridge in St. Catharines in June of 1993. He feels lives could have been saved if such a team existed.
Another hijinks in the spotlight at the X today.
Hanging out over the lake.
Ivan Kristoff of the Canadian Rescue Emergency Service Team was just warming up on Ontario Place today. Tomorrow he'll be setting a world record at the CNE, rappelling down from a helicopter 2,000 feet in the air. Ivan's an old hand at this stuff and occasionally flips upside down just to relieve the boredom, he says. This is tame because he used to do this kind of thing under fire. Ivan and his team are the top rescue technicians in Canada.
Live now to the CNE, where an exciting daredevil record was set today. That's 29-year-old Ivan Kristoff risking life and limb dangling from a helicopter over Lake Ontario. Kristoff broke a world record today by ascending and rappelling, supported only by a helicopter.
No single space project in this period will be more impressive to